A few years ago, these architects tried to turn 550 truckloads of sand into one of the largest sandcastles ever. Not to live in, just for show. I mean, you can't live in a sandcastle, right? Wrong. Traditional Indian adobe home is that adobe homes require a month of sunny weather to dry in. These are dry from the get. $1,000 machine that compresses regular dirt with at least a 5% clay content into building blocks. To throw some dirty bricks at you, you're actually supposed to catch them like this, or break the bricks fall like this. When you get around to it, just stack them on top of one another, and bam, you got a wall. This is without paint or a finish.
Right, that's a raw wall. That's just what they look like when you finish.
I think me and Lawrence...
Outside Pagosa Springs, Colorado, a mixing machine is being used to add a 7% ratio of Portland cement to a mixture of earth and water. The small fraction of Portland is all it takes to stabilize and ultimately waterproof the material. This machine ensures that the mixture is thorough and uniform throughout. Then it's transferred to an earth block machine. Using some 2,500 pounds of hydraulic pressure, the material is compressed in a form, creating a construction block of about 1,500 psi. The machine is capable of producing different size block at a rate of over 350 an hour. The blocks require no curing. They can be used immediately. And though they are over 90% soil, they cut like concrete. Unlike concrete, earth blocks cost less and no mortar is required. Instead, a slurry of mud is made from the same earth as the blocks themselves, though sifted more finely. Application is as simple as pouring it on. The bond becomes rock solid, and the end result is a massive monolithic wall.
Which makes it a bomber wall. You know, this is like a really bomber wall right now.
A what wall?
Bomber.
Bomber.
Yeah, it's like, it's strong,
yeah.
You know.
Gotcha. Dan Johnson has been building with earth block for 5 years. He loves everything about it.
This is great. It's like being a kid again, playing in the mud. That every day that you're, at least I do. I think about it every day that I'm working, about how I'm helping to make a difference with respect to the number of trees we cut down in this world for lumber.
After years of building with earth block, Dan is certainly an expert. But another benefit of earth block is expertise doesn't take years.
I'd like to say that one of the things that I like about this is a building technique is that it's so forgiving and undemanding of skill that with 3 days instruction, I can stand here and feel like an expert.
Wesley Halleck is building his own home with the help of volunteers from Habitat for Humanity. For Wesley, I'd say earth block is just what the doctor ordered. Subjected it to gunfire of several different calibers. First, a .357 Magnum. Next, a Colt 45. Then a .44 Magnum. And finally, a .30-30. Deepest penetration of all the rounds was the .30-30, about 3 inches. All the rounds from the revolvers penetrated about 2 inches, and both the .45 and .44 Magnum bounced out. Next, we put a roofing torch to the wall for 5 minutes. Other than darkening from soot, we could see no effect. But the thermal mass capability was amply apparent when I held a piece of newspaper to it. Had I thought to wear gloves, I could have held the paper to the wall a few more seconds as it almost burst into flames.
Here we have